know, I'll admit that I have not always been the most wholesome man on the planet. I really have not. Matter of fact, if I was ever going to run for office, the very first thing I would have to do is sit down and do a public video, and I have to publish to the public, and I would have to go through my laundry list of dirty laundry so that I would not have anything that anybody could get me on. Because God knows that whoever was opposing me would try to invent stuff if they couldn't find anything. So I'd have to start out with a clean slate with my constituents, if there were going to be any, by letting them know all my dirty laundry from back from the 70s on, whatever I'd done. Hell, I'd probably have to tell them who my first girl was that I had had sex with or whatever, when I drank my first beer, when I smoked my first joint, or whatever I had done, so that there would not be anything for anyone to dig up trash on me for at this point in my life when I was trying to do something good for my country. That's what I would have to do. And I guess people that are going into public service at this point, particularly politicians, at this point would have to do the same thing, or at least I would hope they'd have to do the same thing, unless they are just squeaky clean. I don't know many human beings at this point, especially this day and age, that could call themselves squeaky clean. Though if you are, and you're out there, please run for office so that we can get somebody in office who can call themselves Jesus Christ or somebody like that. And look, you may be asking yourself why I'm getting on here and recording this right now and sharing it with my fellow Americans or my fellow humans. Here's what I want to bring up and what I want to point out. You know, I was in a home the other day, and we were talking about, of course, politics. It always comes up these days. Politics is on everybody's mind because we got a bunch of idiots who are trying to kill each other in Washington. Unbelievable. It's just totally unbelievable. It is out of control. People are just stupid nuts. I mean, it's unbelievable what we're trying to do to tear each other apart in this country right now. It's just sickening. It is truly sickening. And I'm talking about all over you people in Washington, D.C. You should be ashamed of yourselves, all of you. All of you. I'm not passing judgment. I'm just saying I'm nauseated by watching what you guys are doing to each other. Unbelievable. I don't know how we can still call ourselves a country anymore. Somebody's going to come in here and have to take over because you damn fools can't do it. You're too busy being fools. I was in a home. We're talking politics. We're talking about Donald Trump. And the topic comes around to this sex thing that he supposedly did 12, 15 years ago. And my comment was, it was 12 or 15 years ago. This person said to me, yeah, but that's who this man is. And I sat there stunned. Really, I was stunned. Because if we really believe that a person cannot change their behavior in their lifetime, then we're all done. We will not survive as a species. We will not survive mankind's ability to destroy itself. I was just stunned by this person looking across the table at me, that they would not give someone the benefit of being a changed person. Is it not possible that someone who perhaps had done a misdeed, as we call it, with a porn star however many years ago could have changed their thinking and have turned a new leaf in their life, particularly if they were thinking about becoming the President of the United States, or particularly if they were thinking about wanting to leave this world better than the way they came into it? Is it not possible? And how many of you are not willing to allow someone to be different in their thinking? How many of you are not willing to allow someone to be a different human being than what they may have been 10 or 12 years ago? I know that I can testify right now that I am haunted by my past almost daily, and that I work almost daily to try to not do any of the things that I've done in the past, to make sure that I'm a different human being than I was even 10, 12 years ago. Hopefully for the better. And how dare someone, without proof, without current knowledge of me, accuse me of being that same person that I might have been 10 or 12 years ago? Who do you think you are telling me, who you have no idea, you don't know who I am? How dare you say, that man never changed, that man's still what he used to be? Do you really believe that you have it within your right to be able to accuse another human being of being something just because of something that may have happened in the past? And oh, by the way, we have no proof yet that it even happened other than a person saying it happened. And I'm not a judge, I'm not a prosecutor, I'm not trying to defend anything. I'm not trying to defend my president. I'm not trying to say anything at this point, because I have no proof one way or the other. All we have right now is some porn star trying to say that something happened, there was hush money paid. And how many people do you know that are in a powerful position that wouldn't pay hush money just to shut somebody up, whether it really happened or not? If someone came to you and threatened to start a story, because here's the thing, how many people right now are willing to believe whatever the news tells you, because and take it for truth? Evidently a lot of people, because a lot of people are just believing whatever the news tells them. But look, it does not make sense to me to pass judgment on someone based on past history. I dare you. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say this. One, before you are willing to persecute someone or prosecute someone or destroy someone's lives over a story being told, step back and think about whether you really, really, really think that you should be doing what you're doing with that person. If it should ever come to pass that this man's or anyone's life is completely destroyed by rumor and innuendo that later turns out to be completely false, how are you going to feel about that? Having passed judgment on this human without having all the facts. I ask all Americans, especially those who are trying to sink our president because of your, whatever that belief is that's driving you people to want to destroy this man's life for whatever reason, to stop and think before you leap. Are you clean? Have you not made mistakes in your past? Do you really think that we should be wasting time dragging up old stories that could destroy a man's life and his family because of something in the past that has no bearing on what's going on today? I just don't think that you should be, let me rephrase that, because I'm nobody special. I'm not God. I'm no judge. I'm just Rick, who's trying to live an honest life. I'm trying to conceive of life in an honest way. I'm trying to believe that I have some omnipotence and connection to God that allows me to establish some responsibility, accountability, and authority with my Creator to move forward in my life. I'm trying to spread pure love without any expectation of reciprocity, just being rewarded in the act of giving my love. And hopefully that allows me to be able to pursue my essence and deliver value upon this place called Earth and upon my fellow man before I leave here, and hope that that'll leave it in a better spot than it was when I came into it. And I know that I am working daily to not be the person that I was years ago. And I ask that you give certain people the opportunity to do the good things that they may be trying to do, so that they may leave this place better than it was when they got here, and better than they were 10, 12 years ago, or however long ago. We are wasting an enormous amount of energy. No, not we, because I'm not doing it. People are wasting an enormous amount of energy that could be better spent making our lives more comfortable, making other people's lives more comfortable, than wasting millions and millions of dollars on hate and deceit and corruption in our country. It is my belief that this man who we've put in the Oval Office really wants to clean things up. It is my belief that he wants to help this country turn over a new leaf. And I want to ask you, perhaps, could you give this man the benefit in believing that maybe in doing what he's doing, he's turning over a new leaf in his life? Is it not possible that this man is trying to be a good man to us, to his family, to his country, and to people in general? Is it not possible? And can't we not give him the opportunity to do that good thing? I believe too many people have been passing judgment based on rumor and innuendo, things that are not true, things that have not happened. Do you guys understand that what they're trying to do with your president right now has nothing to do with legal things that he's done, legal things that are an issue with him? There are expeditions out there right now. They have got entire teams of people out there trying to invent things to pin on him, to drag him down. Whether he committed crimes or not, they're going to invent crimes to try to destroy your president. And you guys are buying into it. I'm not buying into that crap. Because I honestly believe that this guy is trying to do good for our country. Call me naive if you want to, but let me tell you what I think. I think there's a lot of people out there that have been being led like sheep by another side of this thing, who have for years and years been planning and conniving and cheating us. And they are not liking the fact that they can't continue doing what they've been doing for all these years. And it's coming down on their heads right now. And they're doing everything they can to stop him. They're doing everything they can to stop him and the people that are supporting him from making them pay for their crimes against America. Okay. So, again, I'm having a really difficult time ignoring what's going on. I know a lot of you ignore it. A lot of you think it's bull. A lot of you think it's craziness. You know, I understand that. A lot of you don't like our president for whatever reason. But by now you must surely be getting some sense of the insanity of what is being brought to bear against our president and his family. I have honestly assessed what I'm seeing. I have connected with my belief in our country, and I have not liked what I'm seeing being applied to take down our seated president. I live every day with pure love in my heart, and I am hurt. I am troubled deeply by what is happening in our country right now. This is not pretty. It is not a game. It is not something that is only happening at the highest levels of our government. These people are at war with one another right in Washington, D.C. and all around it. And it sickens me. Anyway, I'm not going to say anything more. I just would hope that anyone who is thinking of getting into the political life, go ahead and do
in 2 miles, take exit 18 toward Markham.
Go ahead and do an honesty assessment and put it out there for everybody to hear. Because if they don't like you, if they get into a fight with you about it, they're going to dig up every damn thing they can to stop you. This is Rick. Love you.